Charlie, it is the first game we've ever been to together. Seems like you brought your good luck charm.
Yeah, not really sure what we can say about that one, mate. The quicker we forget about it, the better. I mean, it's a fucking embarrassment today. You know, from the highs of last week with the level of performance, I know the result obviously feels like we got robbed. But yeah, today everything that could go wrong just went wrong. Like it's the same thing, different season, same shit. You know, as soon as the going gets tough, we just disappear. The mentalities are like the shit mentalities. Like going gets tough and we're gone. Where are we? You know, and I'm like, you know, today I'm excited about the game on the way up. You know, Conor Gallagher's getting a first start in the midfield. I thought, all right, he struggled a little bit in that pivot system, but, you know, we switched to the three at half-time in the middle and he looked a little bit better. Obviously, you know, I'm seeing people criticising him and I'm thinking, hang on a second, you know, this guy's 20 years of age. This is his first start for the club, you know, it's a difficult away game. You know, all things considered, I don't think he'd done that badly. But then you've got players like, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't like to like blame players. Kai Havertz, it's fucking awful. Like, this is his third season now. When are we going to start discussing it? Like, what is he? You know, week in, week out, just delivers nothing and just constantly gets away with it. You know,
I think it's a little bit harsh on Havertz. I do get where you're coming from a goals standpoint, but surely he's bringing more than just goals to the team.
I don't know if he is, mate. Like, his link-up play with Mason Mount today was awful. I mean, Mount today was terrible as well. I think, you know, Koulibaly had a poor game as well. Still adjusting to the league, obviously, but yeah, as we were saying, you know, when he got booked in the first 10 minutes for that shirt pull, you know, it was going to be a tricky day for him. But yeah, just everything that went wrong could go wrong. You know, I thought there was a bit of a lack of desire today. Leeds in every department just wanted it more than us. And I know it's only 3 games into the season. We got 4 points from 9. It's not what you want, but yeah, today was just. Yeah, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I think the only positive at the moment is the fact the transfer window's still open, so we've got time to go in and address some of these issues, because it's clear from watching that today, we need another centre-back, we are desperate for a midfield player, and even more, most importantly, we need someone that puts the ball in the net. Like, mate, we could still be playing now, we wouldn't have scored. It was just one of them days, but it's the same old thing, you know, and 5 goals letting in the last 2 games as well. Whatever way you look at it, yeah, okay, you know, refereeing decisions, those are goals maybe shouldn't have stood. But at the end of the day, we've shipped 5 goals in the last 2 games. For a team that's going to be defensively solid, that's not good enough either. So, I mean, it's back to the drawing board for us, unfortunately. So the transfer window's still open, so that's a plus. But yeah, today was embarrassing, mate. Really, really massive disappointment.
Obviously, it all started with the first goal. You know, I don't want to speak about it too much, but we've got to address it. Edward Mendy, what was he doing?
Mate, I'd love to know. We've seen him do it a couple of times before, like taking that sort of that extra touch, doing that turn, and he got away with it a couple of times. But you're playing with fire when you're doing that, and you're going to get caught out eventually. It's exactly what happened. Like we saw it on half time on the screens, and he's got so much time to get rid of it. He could get rid of it first time. He could even take a touch and get rid of it. It's just inexcusable. At the top level, it is inexcusable. And Mendy, look, he's done great since he's come to the club. But if we're being perfectly honest, his form's been a little bit questionable recently. And back in the last season as well, a bit of a questionable pre-season. Maybe we need to hold off those contract talks for the time being. Just let him try and find his feet again. But you know, he's not good with his feet. His distribution's poor. He's not like an Edison or an Alisson. Play to your strengths. You know, don't fuck about with the ball at the back. Just get rid of it. You know, Leeds are pressing high, crowds up. You know, just get rid of the ball. Yeah, that was inexcusable. That just set us on the back foot. And one thing you can't do when you go goal down, particularly away from home, is go 2 goals down in quick succession. It's just poor defending from set pieces. It's just not something you just don't expect from us.
Yeah, I mean, we've actually had a pretty good record with set pieces over the sort of last season or two, especially since Thomas Tuchel's come in. I mean, where are we going to get these goals from? Where are these clean sheets going to come from? Because we are conceding, we're not scoring enough. Obviously, this is still relatively early, so let's not get carried away, but we have just lost 3-0 to Leeds. I think, you know, it's not exactly normal.
No, it's not, mate. It's a big concern. Look, okay, Aubameyang looks like he's probably going to come in, but you put him into that side. Does he do any better today? Quite possibly, but I know we create chances, but even today we didn't create that much. There wasn't an awful lot there. Does Aubameyang make things better? Yes, he makes things better, but does he solve the issue? Probably not, but I don't know who does solve the issue. We seem to be, like, particularly attacking phases of play, like just a graveyard for strikers. Like, I just don't know what. Like, it doesn't seem to matter who plays up there, just don't deliver, and it's a massive problem. I don't really know what the answer is to solve these attacking issues. I don't really know what we do, because again, probably our best attacker in Raheem Sterling. You know, he didn't have that great a game today, if we're being perfectly honest, but it's not just him. We need more than him. You know, Mount realistically is a midfield player. Let's be perfectly honest. Who's playing as an attacker and he's the only one that puts up consistent numbers. You know, look at the bench today. We've got 2 guys coming on in attacking positions in Pulisic and Ziyech that don't really even want to be at the club. Like, where are we going with this? I know I don't want to sound like, you know, it's all doom and gloom after 3 games of the season, but the big worry for me is that it's familiar patterns re-emerging that have been there for the past season, past like year and a half. You know, as I said, mentalities drop when things get tough. Desire disappears. Can't put the ball in the net. These aren't new things. You know, these are things that are a recurring theme, and at the moment, it doesn't look like changing at all. It doesn't look any different.
I suppose there is one difference, you know, to a year and a half ago, and that's we've got Todd Bowley.
Yeah.
And the question is he going to back the manager even more? Is he going to give him extra time? Is he going to give him the freedom to coach the players the way he wants to, rather than being under pressure, knowing he's going to get the sack if he doesn't get the results? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I think Bowley's made it very clear. You know, obviously Thomas Tuchel kind of in discussions for a 2-year extension to his current deal, which obviously would take him through to 2026. I think he's been very impressive, kind of how he works, how he's handled everything with the sanctions, etc. and whatnot. And I think Bowley's putting his money where his mouth is. You know, he's spending a lot of money. You know, we're not just bringing in the likes of Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella. We're bringing in young players as well, Chukwuemeka. We're signing up top young talent as well. But I think today, if he's watching that, which I hope he was, it's clear we need to probably, it's not an exaggeration, we need to go and spend another 150, 200 million pounds on top of what we've already spent. And that seems ridiculous, but we need something. We need players badly. I think we need 2 or 3 more signings before the window closes in about 10 days' time. So, as I said, the only positive from today is that the transfer window is still open and we can go and address some of these issues, because we badly need to do it, because I would be concerned if we didn't bring anyone else in, for sure.